Hi and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be doing a full review of the new Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. So I've been trying it out for a few weeks now, so I feel like I know exactly how it wears on my skin, which I'm going to share with you today. So let's get into this review. I'm first going to start by covering any blemishes that I have, and I just have a couple right now. Generally with tinted moisturizers, they don't have much coverage. They're more like a lighter coverage, and this one definitely is a lighter coverage, so I do like to go in with a bit of concealer first just to cover up any blemishes. Next I'm going to prime my skin with the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. Just going to take a little bit of this on the back of my hand. This is really nice if you do have oily skin, combination to oily skin. I have oily skin, so this is really good. It helps my makeup last longer throughout the day. I feel like it smooths out my skin before I do apply my foundation or tinted moisturizer in this case. I focus it like mainly around my nose area where I have larger pores. Okay, so this is what the bottle looks like. It is a plastic bottle and it has Rare Beauty written on the front in gold. It's nice simple packaging, and it does have this like little like cutout on the side here, so it kind of lays flat when you set it down on a table, which is nice, so it's not going to roll off. And Rare Beauty kind of does that with all of their packaging as well. It has the little Rare symbol on the front here. So I'm just going to take my palette and apply it onto my palette here. So I'm taking about that much product. Now you can apply this with a brush or a sponge. I prefer to apply it with a sponge just because I prefer the finish that it gives. So I'm just going to dot this all over. I will do one side with a brush and one side with a sponge. The consistency is quite liquidy, but it's not like super thin or runny, but it is more of a liquidy consistency, which is kind of like a typical tinted moisturizer. It does have SPF 20 as well. I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and start blending out this side. It's very easy to blend, very forgiving. And it does just kind of go on like a moisturizer. It's very lightweight on the skin. You can feel like it just feels really comfortable when you're applying it. By the way, I'm in the shade 26W. So yeah, it pretty much matches me perfectly. I don't really need to blend it down my neck or anything. So that's the side that I applied it with the beauty blender. And I feel like I've got a nice light medium coverage with the beauty blender, which is nice. You can't really achieve like a full coverage. Obviously it is a tinted moisturizer, so it's not like a foundation where you can build it up. But yeah, you can achieve a nice like light medium coverage with this. So with the other side, I'm going to blend it in with a brush. I'm using this Morphe Ariel brush, and I'm just going to start blending. And I really do like patting motions even with a brush. I feel like I do the same thing with a sponge and a brush. I'm always like patting it into the skin. I don't like to really like swipe my tools because I feel like it just moves the product around and it like soaks up too much of the product. So I've just gotten used to like patting it into the skin. And this is a really nice brush to kind of buff in liquid products. Alright, so there we have it applied on the skin, and this is how it's looking. I feel like it looks exactly the same on this side to this side. So yeah, this is how it's looking. It has a nice radiant finish to it. I'm going to read out some of the claims. So this is called the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer SPF 20. You do get 30 mils, which is pretty standard. It's $48 at Sephora and it's available in 24 flexible shades. It's meant to instantly blur the skin with a glowy light to medium coverage while hydrating and protecting the skin from the sun. It says it's super comfortable, breathable tinted formula, blends like moisturizer into a smooth, hydrated, naturally radiant finish. It's also meant to reduce the look of pores and fine lines. It says it's long-lasting coverage that's so weightless, it moves with your skin instead of settling into it. So that's pretty much all the details of the Tinted Moisturizer. So when I first apply it, it does look nice and fresh and semi-matte because I have set it with powders. But throughout the day you will see the shine starting to come through, which is fine. I just make sure when I am doing my makeup, I set it with powders and setting spray because that's just going to help with longevity. Okay, so here's my completed makeup. This is how it looks freshly applied. It does have a nice radiant finish to it. So I do recommend setting your face with powders and setting spray to achieve a longer wearing makeup. So I use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I use my Laura Mercier Translucent to set my concealer and also a setting spray. So I've used the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist today. And this just helps me to achieve a longer lasting makeup because I do have oily skin. So if I don't do these steps, then it's going to get really shiny on me really quick because it already is a luminous tinted moisturizer. So just to achieve a little bit more of a longer wear, I do like to set it. I'm going to wear this throughout the day and show you how it looks after 8 hours. So I will insert clips of the 2-hour point, 4 hours, 6 hours, and then 8 hours. I did apply it with a beauty blender on this side and a brush on this side, and you could see that there wasn't really any difference, and I don't find that if it affects my makeup throughout the day. It applies pretty much exactly the same. You can apply it with a beauty blender or a brush. So as far as like blurring the skin, I feel like it definitely gives a smoothing appearance, although I did use like a blurring primer, so it's probably due to that. But yeah, I think like it looks really smooth on the skin. I can't disagree with that. Yes, it has light to medium coverage. If you want something that's full coverage, I don't think you would go for something like a tinted moisturizer anyway. It is hydrating. It does have SPF 20 like I mentioned, and it is really comfortable on the skin. That's something I have to say about this tinted moisturizer. It's very comfortable, it's weightless. I never feel like I want to take it off. Sometimes I forget I'm even wearing something on my skin. For a tinted moisturizer, it's a really nice formula. It lasts really well on the skin. I feel like if you have dry to normal skin, this is going to look beautiful on you. It's going to last all day. It's going to give you like a really nice glow. But yeah, because I do have oily skin, I can't wear it for as long. Otherwise, I'll just be looking like a grease ball at the end of the day. Also, this doesn't have any flashback. I did do a flash test and luckily it doesn't have any flashback. So if you're wondering, it's approved for flash photography. It definitely doesn't have any flashback. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like in natural lighting because I do have a ring light in front of me, but I feel like it matches my skin perfectly. I did like put a bit of bronzer on my chest area, but yeah, I'm going to show you how it looks in natural lighting. So here's how the makeup looks in natural lighting. I've got a big window in front of me, so there's lots of natural light coming in. This is how it looks on the skin. I feel like it looks flawless in natural lighting. My skin looks really smooth and it feels really comfortable. So yeah, this is how it looks in natural lighting. Okay, so after 4 hours of wear, it's looking a little bit more radiant on the skin. It definitely still looks really put together, really smooth. I don't feel like I need a touch up at this point. I can if I want to. I might just quickly blot. But yeah, that's about it. And then at the 6 hour point, I feel like that's when I need to touch up my skin. My oils are definitely coming through a lot more. It still looks really put together and it still feels really comfortable, but it's definitely looking a lot more shiny. So yeah, I will take my face powder and just touch up, and blotting powder, whatever I have with me, and just mattify my skin a little bit so it looks not as shiny and I can still wear it for a couple more hours if I had to. So at the 8 hour point, it still feels really comfortable on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at any point. I could probably wear this for 12 hours and I wouldn't feel it on the skin. It's very comfortable and lightweight, but definitely at 8 hours, I do need to touch up my skin. It's looking a lot more shiny. My oils are coming through. Even though I did use a primer and I set my face with powder and setting spray, because it is more of a radiant finish, it's definitely showing through. So yeah, I will just kind of touch up and apply my powder or blotting paper and tone down some of that shine. It's definitely not transfer proof if you're wondering. If you're in a hot climate, I feel like it would get a lot more shiny throughout the day, especially if you do have oily skin. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're looking for a nice radiant tinted moisturizer, I definitely recommend trying this out. It's very easy to wear, it's very comfortable on the skin, and I feel like a lot of people would love this because it's just so easy to apply and it does wear quite nicely. Just keep in mind that if you do have oily skin, you will need to touch up a couple times throughout the day. So I would reach for this when I just want like a natural, glowy, radiant daytime look. Nothing too heavy, nothing too matte, especially like in summer when you just want something really lightweight and glowy. It's winter here, but I can see myself using this a lot in summer. I wouldn't wear it when I need my makeup to last a long time. But yeah, just for every day when I just want something that's really lightweight and fresh, I would reach for this. I'm going to continue using this because I do really like it. It does have a nice glowy finish, and I don't really have like many glowy products in my makeup collection, so I'm glad that I picked this up. So it's a hit for me. I would definitely recommend this. That's my review of the new Positive Light Tinted Moisturiser from Rare Beauty. I am going to be trying out the new Rare Beauty lipsticks and lip liners very soon, so stay tuned for that, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!